What if it took a doctor 20 years of education before they were allowed to practice medicine and start earning anything? It took 20 years of school and education. Well, we would have a lot better qualified doctors at the end, but we would have not as many. The cost quality of care to the cost trade-off would be way out of whack. Right now, it's what, 5, 6, 7 years, depending on what specialty you go into, and maybe you can start earning some money during the system, during the education system, and the interns and the like. So every healthcare system will have a different idea about what that trade-off is. Some will go as low as 1 or 2 years, specializing in getting license or certificates in very specific areas of healthcare, where there's a great enough population that you can be very, very specific in one area and only have a year of education and do that one area very, very well. Other ones might take 7 or 8 years to be done. Some, we don't want to go up to 20. Obviously, that would be a high quality, but the cost would be too big, and people wouldn't be able to afford that doctor, because to make a living, you start making a living, the doctor can only start making a living at age 40 and pay off massive student loans. Then the cost for each healthcare visit would be overwhelming and tremendous. So what is the quality of care versus cost trade-off? Every healthcare system can do it differently. So every business and every person will pick what system they want to go into. Now, in my view, your system should allow a lot of crossover. So you don't have to be totally exclusive, because then you wouldn't have that specialty that you would need unless you were in a very large city to be able to do that properly. So there's a lot to it, and every healthcare system, the executive and legislative branch will determine how they want things to be done. You can have different models, from total libertarian, total free enterprise, to a mini single payer type systems, where single payer is within your system. You could have a healthcare system, and it might be good because you would have, it wouldn't be a monopoly. You would have the other systems to look at prices and quality and everything else, and you would have to meet those benchmarks to keep your customers, keep your members. So if you want to incorporate insurance into it, if you want to incorporate regulations, if you want to incorporate education, if you want to incorporate a lot of different things, you can. Different competitive healthcare systems can try different things. Some will fail, some will succeed, and those will show examples to the others. And it would generally start going up to a higher standard and more prosperity, and more people getting a better healthcare system. The poor might have a little bit different system than the rich. Right now, the rich get the more expensive cars, and the poor gets less expensive cars. That's just the way it always will be. But we also have to have a way to make sure that nobody's going out without basic healthcare system. So every healthcare system needs to address that issue as well. What is the lowest standard without somebody just dying because they don't get a simple antibiotic or something like that? So anyway, lots to see on there. Until the next video.